On today's Rediscover the 80s video, G.I. Joe, the retro line, is here and is there. We're going to check out Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Everybody, it is Jason back here on Rediscover the 80s. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for being a loyal subscriber to the channel. Oh, I'm so excited. G.I. Joe is back in a big way. You got to see those nano rides just recently here. And now it's time, finally it's time to dive into the retro line. I've been waiting months to see these guys on shelves. And today we've got Storm Shadow for you. And we've got Snake Eyes for you. We're going to dive into these packages. We're going to take a look at all the accessories they come with. I mean, just look, it's the glorious artwork we all know from the 80s. And just fantastic. You got the file cards, a little bit different, but the file cards are here on the back. And we're going to take a look at how these figures compare to even the classic figures. I've got my Sergeant Slaughter here. So we're going to take a look at see how they compare and contrast from the original G.I. Joe line and the new retro line. So I'm not wasting any more time. Let's get these blister packs opened. All right, here we go. You don't know how excruciatingly painful it's been to not open these and wait to do it on camera. Wow, seeing these in shelves or on pegs at Walmart was just kind of a surreal experience, you know, going back all the way to the 80s and remember collecting these, anxious to get to Kmart or Ames to buy the G.I. Joe figures. And at initial thought, I thought they might be a little bit taller than that 3 3/4 inch scale. And I think it's just because they might be a little bit skinnier that it's a little bit fooling the eyes here. They're going to be pretty close, I think. But definitely a lot more accessories than what I remember picking up back in the day. And like I said, a little bit skinnier. The let's just take a look at the front. You know, the classic card backs that's there, and of course the huge G.I. Joe logo. And the file cards are a lot larger, and I think they used to be down in the bottom here, but since they've added like 4 other different languages beyond English to the file card, which tells you just how worldwide G.I. Joe is now. They had to expand the card. So I'm definitely going to be cutting that out and saving that. Here's some other ones coming in the line. There was the first 3. Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and the Baroness. Haven't picked up the Baroness yet, but it was pretty well easy to find. I've got 4 Walmarts in my area, and most of them had the figures. I was looking right after October 1st is when they're supposed to hit, and it wasn't until about a week or so later that I started seeing the figures in some of the vehicles. And then Wave 2 is coming. We got Scarlet, Roadblock, and Destro. I've actually pre-ordered Destro and the Cobra Fang from Walmart's website. As of yesterday, it was still available to pre-order. The other vehicles were a little bit tougher. The H.I.S.S tank was pretty easy to find. The Striker was not. But I actually got lucky yesterday. But let's open this up, man. I'm so excited at the G.I. Joe retro line. Thank you, Hasbro, for bringing these back, because it's just so nostalgic. And this is the line, at least one of the lines that I collected the most back in the day. And I'm just tearing apart that card. I don't care, because I want to see the figure inside. Now remember, I got the Snake Eyes classified figure, the 6-inch figure, and he came with just a ton of accessories. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice. These come with stands. Yes. Already looks like dusty or something. It's been sitting on a shelf somewhere waiting to be packaged. That's crazy. But you got the stand with the name of the figure. That's going to be great to display. Now look at all of these weapons for Snake Eyes. And some of these are classic. I remember these. I could have been with Snake Eyes, but the little pouches and stuff. He might have came with one sword back in the day. Definitely not like 3 swords that he gets here. Holy crap. Man, it's just like, I don't know, 1983 all over again. Anxious to look and see what kind of articulation we get with the new figures too compared to the old figures. So you remember last time he came with the sword that was all black, pretty similar to this. Now he's got 2 more of the like ninja swords handles there, and not more of the sculpted or crafted sword that he came with in the other one, as our local fire department does their job here. Okay, there's his Uzi. And the 2, I don't know what these are. I thought they were, they kind of look like handles to the sword, but the other one that I had looked more like a silencer that you put on his side holster there. And the on the larger figure, pardon me as I'm trying to get all this stuff out. They do have them taped in here, so you're not gonna fall around in the package. But he's got 2 pistols. He's also got a dagger, 2 daggers. And here is his sheaths for the swords. Oh yeah, that's so cool. It's going to probably take me a minute to figure out how all this fits on him, fits together. But I'll probably do that in between the videos, just so you guys aren't just looking at me trying to figure out all of the accessories. How great is that? I'm sitting here trying to figure out all of the accessories. But he comes with, now he's got some belt, and it almost looks like a parachute or something, the way they got it set up. But you can see you've got holes here to put the swords and things. Yeah. And then he's got this long kind of belt that goes under him that I'm not certain what in the world that's going to be doing. But he's got like a built-in holster for pistol. Just finely detailed. There's a holster on the foot for one of the daggers. So I don't think he can carry all this crap. I think it's just meant for like extras and stuff. But all right, let's take a look and see what the posability and articulation is here. So the head, we do get some kind of side-to-side motion there. It's probably just on one round joint to move around. Of course, you got the arm motion, shoulder, and he does twist at the elbow, and of course the elbow joint, and even the wrist. The wrist will turn. So wow, that's a lot of articulation. If he's got 1 or 2 pieces here, I guess we'll probably find out more with Storm Shadow. Yeah, he's got some twisting motion at the hips. I don't know if he goes all the way around knee. And I like that knee joint now, because it's almost like a knee pad or a knee cap, where you can go put it right in the middle, and you got some on the bottom if he needs to look back, or just on the top. And then you've got the foot that rotates, and a little bit of up and down with the foot as well. Incredibly articulated. Now, just to compare, you know, back in the day, here's your Sarge, that you got a little bit of head motion with him, up and down and a little left and right, does not spin. You had the arm, or the shoulder, up and down and all around. You got the elbow that worked and also spun. Nothing around the hand itself. And then, of course, y'all remember, I just actually replaced the O-ring in Sarge. You can spin them all the way around, but you can't just keep doing that. He'll come unglued and that band will break in there. And then you did get a knee joint, nothing on the foot. So beyond that, you've got more articulation with the feet and even the wrist and hands. And I think there's like a hip or a abdominal looking at Storm Shadow here. So let's look at the size. Let's compare the size here, because I was sure that the newer figures were a little bit taller, but like I said, they are just about the same size. Maybe a hair taller, but not by much, as you can tell. They're a lot skinnier. You see how Sarge is all hulked up here. So they're a lot leaner and thinner figures. It'd be interesting to see if they hulk up like Roadblock. Or, I don't know, maybe even Destro coming up. We'll find out. But, yeah, wow. That's a lot of articulation. Let's take a look at Storm Shadow. I'm going to move all of Snake Eyes' accessories. Put them in a pile. His own little, pit or weapon. Mound of weapons. Let's pull out Storm Shadow and take a look. He's got some other stuff in here that I'm just such a novice when it comes to collecting G.I. Joes, because I haven't in 30 years. Storm Shadow's base. Now he comes with these nunchucks. These look like nunchucks, because they're tied together. Yeah. Unravel those babies. And now he's got a sash or a, what do you call it? And here's his backpack. Wow, so he's got even smaller. There's a ninja star. Those the little knives. I can't tell what that is. And something on the end there. Let's get him out. Let's just check out the figure real quick here. So he's got a belt that wraps around him there. So now you can see a little bit better. You've got basically the same motions as Snake Eyes. And there is a joint at the abdomen, I guess, for him to spin. Yeah, so he can spin all the way around. So he must be sitting on a ball joint there as well, in the middle, instead of having a rubber band. It looks like they have the classic the T-joint, that hook the legs together. And you can see there is some screws. But that's close. I mean, close to what we remember. Oh, that hand. Now that hand moves. Look at that. So there's a joint in the hand that moves it up and down and all around. That's crazy, man. You're going to be able to pose these guys no problem. Just comparing to Sarge. Again, they're about the same. It's the correct size. Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes are just a lot skinnier, and as they would be as ninjas and as in shape as they are, they wouldn't have they wouldn't be hulked up. So you guys have to comment and see if I remember some of them had a backpack with a bow or arrows, and I think it was Zartan's brother that came with one back in the day. These backpacks seemed a little bit loose. Like, I don't know if it's the belt here. Maybe it's moved all around. I'll have to kind of look online, but it seems like they're loose when you put the backpacks in. You know, back in the day, they stayed in pretty well, and these just kind of seem to slide around and pop out. But you've got places for his two swords. Obviously, you can put arrows, whatever, inside. I don't think he's got a bow, though. No, he has... oh, yes, he does. Right there. This is cool. I have no... That's like a fan. I guess that's maybe just for, you know, posing the character. It's like a Chinese fan. Some crazy accessories here. Trying to get to these. It's got a set of size. And it's cool that these are painted as well. So he's got a silver sword. He's got a smaller one too. He's got a silver sword, and he's got his bow. Yeah. And the little size. Those are nicely done. You got a different, they got the red on the handle. I remember Storm Shadow having a bow. And there's one arrow. So you could put in there and essentially pose him as he's drawing a bow or something. But man, I'm just blown away with the amount of accessories. I have no idea how to put that on. I'm just going to set it down there for now. But oh man, this is so cool. I'm so excited for this line. And I plan on getting some of the ones that I didn't have as a kid, mainly if Walmart likes, you know, I'm a clearance shopper. So if Walmart puts some of these on clearance that I'm not necessarily initially going to buy, I will pick up. Because you can't, I mean, trying to go back and collect the original line now is going to cost you way more than getting something like this. And again, I'm a purist when it comes to some things, but these guys are close enough, and with the accessories that you get, that, wow, it's definitely worth the money that I'm spending, $12 for to get these figures, and soon you'll be looking at the vehicles. All right, we're going to go back out. I'm going to try to put some of this stuff on the guys, and we'll finish up the video. There it is, Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes from the new G.I. Joe Retro line. After a little bit of Googling and a little retro intuition, I figured out some of the accessories. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many in here, so many different possibilities to pose them with the swords in the back and where you put the daggers and everything. Those fit in there nicely. There's extra stuff here. Snake Eyes is just a weapon arsenal without all these stuff, but you add all that in. I actually found out the sashes are interchangeable, so you got the white little belt, and there's like a little clip there that you can put on, and I changed it out with the red one. It makes them pop a little bit more. And you know, fit in his backpack. Got the bow and the one arrow in there. Got a sai and a sword, and I mean, there's just endless possibilities with the fan and the smaller sword. So many accessories. Pretty blown away with the amount of accessories that they included with these new figures. But man, I'm very, very excited and very pleased with waiting and getting ready to purchase these, and the excitement around that, and was going to be worth my money, and I definitely think it was. And I'm anxious now to dive into some vehicles. I've got the H.I.S.S tank, I've got the A.W.E Striker. We're going to do 2 separate videos for those, and as the new ones come back around for Wave 2 with Destro and the Fang, I think in January we'll be doing some more videos and dive deeper into the G.I. Joe line. So a little bit longer video today, but I do appreciate you guys being here and being subscribers, and we'll catch you next time on Rediscover the 80s.